Welcome to Alexa's Tech Room and the rest of your days. Perfect for travel. Kindle Paperwhite 16 GB now with a 6. The aforementioned item is sold by Amazon. Product linked in the description below. Kindle Paperwhite now with a 6. 8 display and thinner borders, adjustable warm light, up to 10 weeks of battery life, and 20 faster page turns. Proposed built for reading with a flush front design and 300p glare-free display that reads like real paper, even in bright sunlight. More books in more places. Store thousands of titles, then take them all with you. A single charge via USB-C lasts weeks, not hours. Easy on the eyes now with adjustable warm light. Waterproof reading built to withstand accidental immersion in water, so you're good from the beach to the bath. Find new stories with Kindle Unlimited. Get unlimited access to over 2 million titles, thousands of audiobooks, and more. Go hands-free pair with an Audible subscription and Bluetooth headphones or speakers to listen to your story. 4.7 out of 5 stars. The item has a total of 17,942 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first review is from Chelserid's. Perfect for travel and the rest of your days. 5.0 out of 5 stars. So I came into possession of this little guy due to a late-night Amazon impulse by a few days before leaving for vacation. I was going on a week-long trip. I brought it with me everywhere, on the plane, in the car, in my bag to restaurants. I even managed to fit it in a particularly spacious pocket of an oversized jean jacket I wore on cooler nights. It's amazing. It was comfortable enough to hold in one hand, or two depending on what I preferred at the time. The various light options on the Kindle, including the warm light feature, makes it easy to read regardless of where I was and what kind of lighting is available without eye strain. I shared a room with family for a couple of nights, and the dark mode feature barely emits light past my immediate person. I get particularly sassy if I'm interrupted in the middle of discovering a plot twist in a juicy novel. I'm just saying. You are able to customize lots of the settings, such as the font's size, spacing, and layout, so that the books look however you want them to while reading. I definitely used that feature to make the font smaller and more compact while I read an embarrassingly cringle-worthy, but surprisingly emotional and fantastic Harlequin romance novel while on the plane. It's nobody's business why I was practically sobbing into my complimentary pretzels after the protagonist's romantic interest declared his love to her for the first time. Let me preface this by saying I am an avid reader, spending the majority of my free time reading. After squealing in alarm at how cold the water was, I was able to get my bearings, wiped the water off the Kindle, changed my pants, and continued reading. I have noted no damage whatsoever to my Kindle, and that was at the beginning of my trip. After reading every day for at least 46 hours per day-night for 7 days straight, I had 57 battery left over. I think the battery is supposed to last for 2 weeks, maybe IDK. Basically, it lasted a long time, long enough for me to be impressed. Also, I downloaded at least 15 new books on there, not to mention the impressive collection of books I already owned and was able to sync to the device, and I still have over 4 GB of space available to use. I have since named the Kindle Kurt, as I feel emotionally connected to the device after our adventures together these past weeks. If you are a super bookworm like me, or are just trying to finish a whole book, I think it was worth the money 1,000 times over. And if after reading this you do decide to purchase it, I hope you love it just as much as I do, and have been for most of my life. My siblings lament to anyone listening about the horror of summer road trips, riding in the back of our family sedan, fighting for lead room because I always had at least 56 books at my feet to read during our travels. You should hear the way my sister grumbles at even the mere mention of a car ride with me. She horribly dramatic, but I digress. I also used to have a Nook e-reader, an original model Kindle from way back in the day that no longer works and have the Kindle app on my iPad, which I use to read most days. So I am familiar with e-reading. This Kindle is quite possibly the best purchase I've ever made. It's basically pocket-sized, so it was extremely portable. This review is from Robert Friedman. A lot nicer than 7th General, but a bug exists. 4.0 out of 5 stars. Pros: well, I really like the 11th Gen over my 7th General. I'll do it in 4 points. An elegant screen. Well, 0. I was a bit surprised since both were ordered at the same time and arrived together, but not a big issue since eventually all units will be on the latest software. So what to do? I've read a lot on here about complaints. It's so hard, I know. Since my update was grayed out, I just downloaded the latest version and put it on my 11th Gen and reboot. And bingo! No problem, I now have the latest software. Now, fix the real bug I addressed, and fix the manage your content pages regarding using cloud collections. Oh, while you're at it, fix the damn Amazon Android app so I can work with cloud collections via the app. In the 7th Gen, the Forb is actually 3, and not just my tower. Thanks. Egged with the rest taken up by the OS on the new one. It's actually, wait for it, 6.25. Yep, the OS went from 9 to 1.75. Nice twackler temp adjustment for the screen. A bit piggy for me. I made a joke with a few of the Kindle tech people that they got ideas from Windows Vista. Most got the joke. Cons: now onto issues. Several which are really for how I use my Kindle. Hey, I understand the increase in size, but how about making Audible a choice? You can add it or make it optional. If you take away Bluetooth support and Audible, maybe we might gain some space back. My background is photography, so to me the new screen goes from say 8,000 degrees Kelvin to about 2,500 degrees Kelvin. Personally, I use nice plug-in headphones. I really only see Audible BT when on a long drive in the car, like music. But then again, you can just put it in a format like MP3 and play it through the car. I have the entire Hitchhiker's Guide radio broadcasts like that. Too big to me bug the issue as in the photograph. I use Amazon Cloud Collections. I organize my ebooks. Most I got before I got the Kindles using Calibre. So when I set up series, I use the series name, or I use the author or subject as a title for the collections. Sometimes, as in the case of the Dune series, books are added that happened in between earlier books that came out. So when that happens, I will add the book. I'm happy around 47,005,003 longer battery life. And when you have a series of say 11 books, 9 of which came out years ago, I'll add the book as the following: On Dune to Dune, Messiah, 3 Children of Dune. Then 3 books were added: Tales of Dune, Call of Dune, and The Winds of Dune. In my older 7th Gen PW it showed like this: Zarotals of Dune, On Dune 1, 5 Pull of Dune to Dune, Messiah 2, 5th Winds of Dune, 3 Children of Dune. But as the photograph shows, the new 11th Gen Paperwhite has a bug. Zarotals of Dune 1, 5 Pull of Dune, On Dune 2, 5th Winds of Dune to Dune, Messiah, 3 Children of Dune. This should really be addressed. 3. This is not so much a Kindle PW issue, as so much it's an Amazon issue. Like 2 months versus 3 weeks for USB-C, and it deals with the Amazon Cloud Collections. As I use Calibre, and I have a lot of books that were originally EPUBs, I used Calibre to convert them and organize them into series. And after various different methods, including sideloading from the computer, I decided to use the cloud collections. So I sent all of my converted EPUBs, now MOBI files, to Amazon and used the website to organize them into the collections, which went very well. At first, about 23 years ago, Amazon removed the ability to send the collection to device. So now I have to use the actual PW to get my collections onto my Kindle. Recently, Amazon changed the display format on the pages on how they show books and doc files. Yes, and if you want to add a book or doc to a collection, it's now incredibly tedious. Formerly, when you did, a box would open that would let you start typing the name of the collection or make a new collection, all in one box. Now, a box open which shows 2 or 3 collections, not in any order other than recent, with a checkbox. You can't find the collection by typing the title. You can only scroll, and it only shows 2 collections at a time. That's fine if you have 6 collections. My old McRouse was always getting wobbly, but I have 49 pages of 5 collections each. Please put back the old way or add a search option. You actually found a way that is so much more tedious than the actual Paperwhite. You can't even make a new one on there. You have to go back to the Collection tab, then go back to the Doc or Book tab and start all over. Please go back to the old way. For the new Library Series option, it only works for purchased books, not docs. Also, I had to call up because it grouped 2 books together in a series. I did not mention the increase from Forb to Ike. Nice, but then stuck on E of the GRAYED out above the first collection. Only in download. I found out I had to do a reboot after turning library option off. I ended up putting the 2 books in a collection, like I like. Well, that's about it. I always use the list versus grid option, and using home is no longer a nice choice. I prefer when home was the same as library, in my case, because the first collection and all the collections after which comes the books in recent order now, waiting for a dark brown cork case. Slight update or comment on the software version. My wife and I both upgraded to the 11th General. Hers came with her case, Amazon black leather, while I wait for the cork. Her 11th Gen came with 14, 11, while mine came with 5. Our first question is from H. Can you check out books from the public library? Yes, I have an older Kindle Paperwhite, and it's very easy to check out books. Some libraries will redirect you to Amazon to get the book, and others require supporting apps like Libby Overdrive. Some libraries will redirect you to Amazon to get the book, and others require supporting apps like Libby Overdrive. See less? I tend to use Hoopla most often because there are no holds. With the library, they may have a certain ebook. And if see more, yes. I have an older Kindle Paperwhite, and it's very easy to check out books. With the library, they may have a certain ebook, and if someone checks it out, you have to wait until they are done to get it, like with a printed book. With Hoopla, there is no wait even if other people have checked out the same book already. Also, if the library has only a print copy, Hoopla may have the ebook or audiobook available. And the best part of using your Kindle to check out books is you can check out and return from just about anywhere. Product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.